In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Continuum Point in eDriveWeb. The first thing I'm going to want to do is open a web browser to my eDriveWeb interface. In the eDrive interface, under the Manage Devices by Type, I'll want to select Continuum. And under Select Device, I'm going to go ahead and add a new device. The device name, since this is an AND over CX, I'm going to call it Test CX. And then I'll want to provide the IP address of my AND over CX. So in my case, that's going to be 10.20.30.205. I can leave the port number, the interval, and point timeout alone for right now. But under EnergyNet ID, I'm going to want to provide the eNet ID, which in my case is going to be 1. I'm going to hit Save Device Parameters. Now, as soon as I hit that Save Device Parameters, this logo up here went from green to red, and now it reads you have uncommitted changes. Basically what this means is that the changes that are within my browser aren't actually active changes in the eDriveWeb. So if I go ahead and hit Commit Changes, now eDriveWeb will see that I have added a new device, and if there are points under that device, he would go ahead and start pulling them. Now that I've committed those changes, you can see our icon has gone back to green. I'm going to go to Continuum, Test CX. I can see all my data is there. So now if I actually want to add a point to that device, I go to Manage Device Points. Now for Continuum type points, we actually have the ability to upload an AND over CX dump file. In my case, I've already made a dump file, so I'm going to browse on my PC and load that dump file. And that dump file is now loaded in. Now what you notice on the left-hand side here is this is actually the structure of my AND over CX. So I've actually got a CX with a few infinite controllers under it. So in my case, I want to add a point under my CX. So I'm going to click that CX, and now I can see all the points that exist within that CX. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to pick 2 points to add to my CX. I'm going to add class time 1, class time 2. Once I've selected those points with a checkbox, I'm going to scroll back up to the top, click Return to Device, and now I can see that my icon up here has gone back to red. So I'm going to go ahead and commit those changes to eDriveWeb. Now those changes can be committed. It may take a few seconds for eDriveWeb to pull those points, but to check the status, I can go back to the Continuum Test CX, and now I actually have a box down here. Now this box depicts the points that that device currently has. So since my device has 2 points, I have 2 green boxes and 8 gray boxes. Now since these boxes are green, I actually know my points are coming into eDrive. If there was a problem, like if I had the wrong path or the point didn't exist, they would actually come in as red so I could identify that there's a problem reading that point. If I actually want to see the details of that point, I can hit View Device Points Data. And I get this page that tells me what device those points are located in, what the point name is called, as well as the value. So in this case, I can see class time 2 has a value of 0, and class time 1 has a value of 1. And that's how you add Continuum Points to eDriveWeb. This concludes this video.